this Perfect Whip Beauty Foam. This I got in Japan. I'm obsessed with it. I think some people were complaining about how it has drying effects. My skin has been, in general, not using the face wash. It's been pretty dry lately, and I haven't really noticed increased dryness. In fact, I actually feel like my skin has been the healthiest it's been in a while this past few months. Not fully attributing it to the face wash, but saying more so that I feel like it's helped progress its healthiness, I guess. I never wash my face when I'm sitting down here, but for the sake of this, I will. The one thing though, you cannot get this in your eyes. If you get this in your eyes will feel like you just put Tabasco sauce in it. It's awful. It does not feel cute when this gets in your eye. So be very, very careful. When I use this face wash, I feel like my skin's actually clean. Like, it seems like such a weird thing to say, but sometimes with other face washes that I've been using recently, I'll use it and then it feels like I need to double and triple and quadruple the wash, whereas this, it feels like it's getting into my pores. And when I wipe it clean, I'm like, wow, my skin is so clean. The more water you add, the more foamy it gets. I'm kind of bummed. Okay, I'll just be frank. I'm kind of bummed because we went to Don Quixote and they had, I think it was 3 packs of the face wash. And I just decided, I was like, even though I knew people raved about this face wash, I just decided to get one because I was like, I have sensitive skin and it might not work for me and I just don't want to get 3 of something that I don't like. And then I tried it for the first time and I was like, are you kidding me? I needed to get that 3-pack. But in the good news, 1, I found out about Olive Young, but even better, 2, I found out that they actually sell authentic Sanka face washes in one of the markets down here. I forgot what it's called. I've never been there before. But I am going to try it out once I run out, and I'm very, very pleased about that because this is really great. I love when you have a white washcloth and you wipe your face down and it's still white. That's the best thing. If you know, you know. Especially with, taking off. I didn't have makeup on yesterday, but if you have makeup on or dry skin and you have a face wash that doesn't really get everything out of your pores, out of your skin, the second you wash your face and you think it's clean and then you dab it and it looks like completely gross and dirty. Maybe not completely, because that would be a little disturbing. It's like the worst feeling, because it's like, dang, I really thought I did it, and you didn't. This has got to be like, I really shouldn't touch my face. It's got to be like a pillowcase or something, because it's in the same spot on both sides. I wonder if it's like maybe my pajamas or like, I don't know, maybe resting my head somewhere. I have a cotton pad and I'm just dabbing some wetness, some water under my skin because my camera battery died. So I had to wait a minute for it to charge. Oh, let me see. I had to wait a minute for it to charge. So now I just need to dampen my skin a little bit. And then I was watching this video that talks about how it's a lot more effective to put like solutions, toning solutions, or like essence onto a cotton pad and then dab that onto your face instead of just putting it directly on your face, since a lot of the product is just wasted and it doesn't even go into your skin. And it feels a lot more effective because I feel like the product's actually seeping into my pores instead of me just slapping it on and then the liquid flying everywhere. So I put that essence onto my neck. So this cotton pad, it says you can use it I think up to 3 times. I'm kind of a germaphobe, so I'm like, 3, really? But it says 3, so I've got 2 more uses for it. So, and I'm using it essentially for the same purpose. Water to dampen my skin, and then the essence to essence my face. Okay, so next up, I have this Innisfree green tea seed hyaluronic acid cream. My favorite hyaluronic acids are the Ordinary and this one. I do like to switch up. As you can see, I've used quite a bit. I really do like to switch up between liquids and creams. Sometimes my skin takes a cream in better, and other times it will take in the serum better. But right now, it's in cream mode, and it just, when it goes into my skin, it feels so soft. It feels so refreshing. Sometimes with serums, it just kind of feels like it's sitting on my face instead of seeping in, but with the cream I just press it in and it just feels like I'm taking in more of the hyaluronic acid. I'll even rub it on my hands just to get that extra moisture so the product isn't just going to waste, because a bad habit that I've been doing a lot is I'll have product on my hand and I'll just get a towel and wipe it off, and I'm like, I could have literally put that anywhere else but a towel to be wasted. So yeah, just pressing it into the skin. I'm trying to get to a point where my natural skin just looks like makeup. I don't like wearing makeup, and even more than that, I don't like taking off makeup. I want the skin to look healthier than any foundation or moisturizer duo. However, we're not fully there yet, maybe. I don't want to say no, because maybe I could, but I'm not fully feeling there yet. So I'm going to show you my favorite combination of makeup. But first, let me just, what do I do after this? Oh, hold on. Get that in focus. Okay, the Murad, I really need to wipe it down, so I'm not even going to show, like, when the product cakes onto the top. So gross. So I'm going to pretend that it's not there. But the Murad Targeted Eye Depuffer, I will say this, it's really not that bad, whatever. Did I get it there? Okay, hold on, a little more. Okay, then I just kind of blend that like that. I've used coffee eye creams and a bunch of different variations of eye waker-uppers, and this one really feels like, oh, something happened. I can't quite, you know, it's not like serious enough, like puffiness in the morning for me, to where it's like, oh my gosh, like what happened to your puff? There's nothing there. But it's just, you know, you have a little morning swelling and need something to tone it down. I really firmly do agree that this is great. This is the most delicate finger of all 5-10 of our fingers, 5 because they're the same but on different sides. This is the most delicate finger, so I always like to use this to tap it in. We use more pressure in our index fingers or our thumbs, which can lead to pulling and stretching of the skin, so it's just best to use this finger just so everything is lightly tapped, lightly caressed. Okay, I've still got like 15 minutes, it's fine. But then I also have to do my hair, so it's also not fine. Okay, next up, this I also got at Don Quixote. It's just vitamin C. And I do have a pimple that comes up. The dark spot likes to persist. It's just like a smell or a person that won't go away. Definitely. It comes out very lightly, I'll put it here. It comes out very minimally, and I love that because it doesn't need to be a whole glob. I'll just rub that. I'm gonna rub that here, preventative. Rub that up here. I mainly put it on my chin because that's where I have the dark spots, but sometimes for fun, using the wrong finger, but for fun, I will also stick it under the eye. So I think within a few days, I definitely felt like my skin was brighter, which is so exciting. I've been using the CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. I was using Youth to the People, and then I was using another moisturizer that was really great. However, my skin was having a freak out period where it just started, you know, it was freaking out. It was freaking out, and I couldn't quite figure out which product was causing it to freak out, so I just tried to clean out everything and just go to very basic ingredients. And so CeraVe is always a brand that I go to when I need to simplify the routine. And it's great, just had to get some more. It's great because it's very clean. My dermatologist approved it, so not just branding, dermatologist approved. I got the dermatologist approval and I did an allergy test and skin sensitivity test where I had a whole packet of products that I could use anytime, whether or not I was having flare-ups or irritation. They were just all around like healthy, good to go products, and CeraVe is one of them, so I always have that in my roster. That's not the word I wanted to use, but that's the only word I can think of. My two go-tos: Say Beauty Tinted Moisturizer with SPF. I highly recommend always using SPF. So I've got tinted moisturizer with SPF. It's only SPF 35. I do like to go up higher, but I also have a spray SPF that I use afterwards before I'm going in direct sun. So I use this, and then I use this in combination with it, and this is the Butter Glow Liquid Highlighter. I am obsessed with this combo. I've gotten so many compliments when I put these two together, and it's kind of funny because I wasn't entirely sure. You know, I wasn't really sure. I'm like, is it doing something different? I don't usually use highlighter in my routine. I just use this, but I had used the Butter Glow bronzer and I loved it, but I think I would have to do like full body, like bronzing, in order for it to be seamless. This, it's a little too light to be a standalone. I think it just has a little bit of a finish that just looks uneven, and that's why I combine it with this. So I use my hands. Another thing, like I said, well, like okay, let's just be honest. I was gonna say I like using my hands because I like makeup that's simple and effective, but also the secondary reality is that I have new makeup brushes that I have not washed yet. I like to wash makeup brushes even when they're brand new, and I haven't washed them yet, so they're just sitting there looking beautiful and clean as ever. This is the highlighter, this is the tinted moisturizer, and then I just combine it. I might need to put a little more. That might be a little too modest, but I do like to keep it lightweight, as I said. So we'll see. I kind of start with less because sometimes I put on, actually it might be fine. Sometimes I put on too much and then I'm like, this is giving way more coverage than I wanted to do. I really am going for that natural glow. I love it, and it's something I want to embrace more. I want to embrace my natural skin and not feel like I have to layer stuff on it to feel confident and whatnot. I could do this, so like this could be fine. This could actually be enough. It's pretty much taken, when you press it into your skin, it takes it a lot better too. A makeup artist that I was working with said the best way to apply any sort of foundation or coverage is with your fingers. Just the texture on them is better than any brush you can buy, is what he said, and I definitely resonate with that. On camera it looks good, but I don't want to like disillusion myself. Let me look in the mirror. Okay, no, I like it. I like it. That was a good amount. At first I thought I put too little, but that goes to say start off small and then build up. Oh my god, it's been like 20 minutes. Okay, hold on. And my camera's about to die. These are the other makeup products that I use. I don't always use two mascaras, but this is Eyelash Growth Serum Mascara Hybrid. So I use that, and then I sometimes, if I want more volume, I will stack it on with something else. And then I have the Anastasia Brow Definer, and I just top that off with Lift Brow Gel. So that's what I'm using, and that's what I'm going to put on. Fill it in just a little bit, create a line on the bottom so it feels like there's a shape. That happens sometimes too. I just where one eyebrow feels lighter than the other. I don't really know why that is. Maybe I have less hair on one eyebrow. Another makeup artist told me that fluffy brows make you look younger, so I'm like, no, I'm so dramatic, but kind of. I do that. Okay, hopefully that's even. I never really know until I look in the mirror, because here I kind of see it, but I also kind of don't. Now let's fix this little party over here. All right. I use a spray bottle, and if necessary, I will put in leave-in and a little bit more gel if the hair feels like it needs more nourishment. You want to make sure when you're in between wash days and adding more product, you want to make sure that your hair is not soaking but wet enough to take it in. So I still have my travel bottles, some leftovers, so I just like to use that instead of having it go to waste, because there have been plenty of times where product has gone to waste because I didn't feel like using it out of the travel bottle when I got home. Very silly, but true nonetheless. Get that leave-in going. When I went from blonde to brunette, the hairstylist that I was working with said it's very important, especially for hair growth, to make sure that I'm conditioning my hair enough. There's been a lot of controversy that I've heard throughout the years about shampoo or conditioning or how often you should shampoo or co-wash, and I think his consensus was you want to condition more often than you shampoo. So I use a co-wash and then I use a shampoo. So for deep cleans, deep washes, shampoo, and then in between washes, in between wash revives, I use co-wash, which is a conditioning co-wash. And then in between wash days, on days like this where I'm just reviving my hair, I use leave-in and then gel because I want as much definition as possible. See, this is why my shirt got stained. I'm literally rubbing the product on my shirt. I'm gonna get ready now and I'll check back. This makes you smell like the best person in the world. And you sparkle. Once it dries, it'll also